Okay, so recently a man suggested that I speak about this topic that is probably very controversial for a lot of people, and is men seeking sex workers for intimate encounters. So I have an answer to the question, and let's be clear that here we will not dissect this topic with judgment. It's judgment free as usual, and I want you to keep an open mind and join in the conversation if you have experience or insight that can shed light on this topic with compassion. Why do men pay for sex? Is it power? Is it pleasure? Is it loneliness? Is it to escape? Is it for connection? The truth is more complex than the stereotypes that you may think of, and the reasons should be discussed openly and honestly. So let's talk about the male perspective of sex work consumption, shall we? Hi, I am Dr. Tanji, the sex doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and I'm on a mission to destigmatize sex and elevate sexual health conversations like they deserve. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Join our vibrant sex positive community by subscribing, please. It is free and it helps this channel reach more people who need real, shame-free information about sex. And to find other ways to support my work, click on the icons that appear on this video and read the video description and follow the links. For now, find the subscribe button with me and click on it. Thanks. Okay, so talking about this very controversial topic, why do men seek sex work? Let's start with the why. Men sometimes, and sometimes women, seek paid sexual experiences for many reasons. And here are some of them. Connection. Men may have a desire for intimacy, touch, or companionship when they feel isolated at home, in their relationship, or in life. Variety. Men want to explore fantasies or experiences they don't feel comfortable expressing elsewhere, as they find sex workers to be judgment-free, so they can really unleash their most intimate desires without shame or fear of rejection. Anonymity and privacy. Men may feel safer expressing their sexuality with a professional than risking emotional exposure with a loved one. Convenience. Men may seek a straightforward transactional relationship without emotional strings attached. Power dynamics. For some, paying is about feeling in control, while for others, it's about surrender. Let me stress that none of these motivations automatically makes someone bad or a flawed person. We are all flawed anyway, and these are human needs. Understanding them is key to reducing shame and making healthier choices. It is important to discuss that, like any other intimate encounter, sex work carries risks that are worth being very aware of before engaging, and these include legal risks. Depending on where you live, paying for sex may be illegal. That can result in criminal charges, fines, or public record. There's also risk to physical health. Unprotected sex increases the risk of STIs, and even when condoms are used, there's no 100% guarantee in sex work or unpaid sex. There's emotional risks. Some men feel guilty, shame, or conflict after the encounter. Financial risks. Repeated spending can become a financial strain on people. So knowing these risks helps you make informed choices and protect yourself and others. Now, why do some men keep going back to engage in consumption of paid sex, even when knowing the potential consequences? A brief interruption to let you know that you can talk to me live. Follow the link in the description section of this video so you can ask me those sex questions, the ones that you don't have an answer for, you don't have anybody to ask, or you're too afraid to ask. No judgment, just straightforward answers. Click on the link below to book your time with me. I hope to see you soon. Because they find real benefits like professionalism. Sex workers can be skilled listeners, caretakers, and partners in fantasy exploration, they may find freedom. They can experience their sexuality without fear or of judgment or rejection. It can also be healing for some with trauma, disability, or social anxiety. A sex worker can offer a safe space to reconnect with their bodies. But these benefits come only when respect and ethical practice are at the center. This one is hard for many to understand, but it is true, and many men have expressed this to me. Shame is one of the biggest unspoken parts of pain for sex. Many men feel conflicted and ashamed of their choice, as sex work comes with a lot of stigma and risk. How do you work through the shame? Well, first of all, acknowledge your feelings. Shame thrives in secrecy. Processing your feelings by writing them down or talking to a trusted friend or even a therapist can help sift through those negative feelings. Also, understand the context of your choice. This is not a justification for seeking paid sex, but know that many people across cultures in many countries use sex work. So you're not alone. You're not the only one. You're not broken. It is important, though, that you are mindful of the background and premise of that sex worker, as you don't want to promote sex trafficking. And seek therapy and support. Sex positive therapists can help you unpack guilt and explore your desires safely and find an outlet for them in a way in which you can grow instead of harboring negative feelings about your sexual behaviors. Also, seek community resources. There are online forums and educational content that can help normalize your experience, so make sure you seek those out. Remember that shame shrinks when it's met with information, compassion, and self-honesty. And on the topic of sex workers, remember that they're human beings with boundaries, bills to pay, and personal lives to lead. So respect sex workers. And that means always seek consent, clear consent at all times. Don't pressure, coerce, or cross agreed upon limits. Please listen to me. If you will engage in paid sex work, don't insult by haggling or asking for specials or demand more than what was offered. Pay fairly. If you won't or can't, sex workers are not charity workers. So stay home or do it yourself. And again, this is not an invitation for you to break the law and pursue paid sex, but if you're going to, don't be an a-hole. Maintain confidentiality at all times. Don't be a jerk. Respect their privacy and yours. Don't attempt at crossing the lines of privacy. And please be smart. Safety first. Use protection, be clean, and meet in safe environments. A respectful client helps protect both parties and elevates the work these people provide. They are already risking a lot by choosing this line of work, so stay safe and also keep them safe. If you're struggling with your choice to seek sex work, consider these alternatives. Consider sexual coaching or therapy to explore fantasies and needs in a non-sexual but supportive environment. If you feel like you lack dating or social skills, attend dating or social skills workshops to build confidence and to learn from mutual relationships. Know that there are alternatives like body work or professional cuddling or other experiences for those craving touch and intimacy without necessarily engaging in sexual activity. And last, practice mindfulness and self-eroticism. Learn to cultivate your own pleasure and body awareness so you can grow your erotic self. These are just suggestions, and there's no single right path to each person's sexuality. But if you're conflicted about your choices, know that more options than you might realize do exist. I hope this helped you see the topic of pain for sex through a broader, more compassionate lens. Whether you've done it, are considering it, or are just curious, you deserve shame-free information and support. Leave your comments or questions below. I read them all. I'm Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, and as always, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. See you next time.